What's up, everyone? It is Friday, so that means it's Friday favorites. For those of you who are just joining me for the first time this week, my name is Priscilla. I'm a real estate agent with the Elevate team at Remax Results. I've been actually next week, I'll be hitting my 5 years in the industry, so I'm getting really excited about that. Anyway, so Friday favorites, for those of you who haven't joined me yet, I highlight my favorite listings in the state of Minnesota. Currently, let me go back to the screen here. Currently, we have 597 listings that went live in the state of Minnesota and borderline Wisconsin. So a lot of listings. I only chose two, and I'm actually focusing mainly on the Twin Cities area because that's where I am located. But yeah, so with that being said, I am going to head into our first property. We're going to head to the city of Crystal, which is up north and to the west of the Minneapolis downtown area. Both of the properties today that we're going to look at are ramblers, but this first one I thought was a pretty good deal, especially for someone looking for their first home. So I'm going to head out of here and we'll head into the first property here. I hope everyone, like I said, had a great week. I'm really excited that it's Friday today. We have a really awesome busy weekend set up for real estate here. We've got a home buyer brunch tomorrow at Pinstripes, and we also have an open house up in Plymouth at our new construction and a few buyer meetings going on. So I'm really excited. It is going to be a busy weekend. So, well, with that being said, let's go into our first house here. So we've got a one level, so rambler, so everything, there's one level here, and then there's going to be a basement here. Some people in other states call that a ranch. So ranch, rambler, used interchangeably. But this one, we have it listed, or excuse me, the listing agent has it listed for $259. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-stall garage. And it is listed by Keller Williams Classic Rlty, Robin. And let's head into the pictures. Okay, so the reason why I picked this one is, it's a pretty standard mid-century, it's a 1960s home, but mid-century feel. Obviously, even with their furniture, they kind of kept the mid-century feel going throughout the house, but I just felt like this is a really, from the pictures, it looked like a very sturdy, stable, mid-century home, very basic floor plan, but they did do some really nice maintenance and renovations to it to really make it pop. And that's what caught my eye, and I think the value is definitely there. This would be the master bedroom. And then you've got a couple smaller bedrooms on the main level there. Pretty average size for ramblers like this. It looks like the bathroom probably hasn't been updated since, I would say, the 80s, maybe early 90s, but it looks like it has been somewhat updated, so that's good to see. So here's the basement. It does look like they have an egress window here. So some people do ask, is there potential for a bedroom in the basement? Without being in this home and actually seeing what the layout is, I'm not sure if I can answer that for sure, but with that being said, depending upon what's around this corner here, you might be able to close this off and make this a bedroom because it has that egress window, which is nice that they already did that because egress windows are pretty expensive. They can be $2,000, $2,500. So it's nice that they already did that. And it looks like this is what is just right around the corner. So with that being said, if you really wanted to, you could put up a wall here and really have a nice lower level bedroom and do a closet. I think that could be a good option for someone. And then you have the lower level basement bathroom, and the outside, of course, looks like a pretty standard but decent sized backyard. The yard is only 0.87, so it's not a huge yard, but they've actually done a really good job as far as placement with this house and with the other structures so that it makes it a really nice outside space. Okay, so there was that first one. And so yeah, with that basement bathroom, it does look like there is a 3/4 down there. So that one does have a shower as well. So yeah, that actually could be a really nice space downstairs, especially considering the bedrooms upstairs are a little bit more narrow. The other two, minus the master. The master actually looks like a pretty decent size, but those bedrooms look like they're a little bit smaller. So it could be nice to have an alternative bedroom in the basement. Okay, so now we're not going to go too far south here, but we're going to head into St. Louis Park. And this is another Rambler, like I said before. This one's listed $325. It is another 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. So you can kind of see the difference between the two as far as value. Now this one's foundation size and square footage. So foundation size of 1030, and then it also has foundation size of 1014, and total finished square footage 1864. Now let's head to this one, where this one's definitely a little bit smaller. So you have a foundation size of 768, and so you only have a total finished square footage of 1366. Typically, foundation sizes that are less than 1,000 tend to feel a little bit smaller. But with that being said, the reason why I chose this property was because of this picture immediately. Immediately, it grabbed my attention. Oops, I'm sorry. We should go back to the housekeeping rules here. This property was listed by Remax Professionals, Justin Fox. Okay, so going back in here, you've got the main level living room, very similar to the one that we just saw, but the reason why this one caught my eye is because of how open it is. So what they've done, and what I'm starting to see a lot of people do nowadays because they are wanting that open floor plan, is starting to take out walls. So this used to be walled in. There used to be a wall all the way up here, and there used to be a wall all the way around here. The reason why I know that is because this is the staircase going down, and traditionally with 1950s, this is 1950s home, this is all walled in. And it looks like this used to be the original door to go out to the back, and it looks like they're just using that as a side door now. But I just love how they opened it up, especially with this style of home. It kind of is hard to get that open concept without having to do that, but I think they did a really good job opening it up. Making the space usable. One thing that I really like that they did is kind of this little station here for when you're walking out from the garage. Coming in, you can wipe off your shoes and put your shoes here, which some of them don't have. Most of them just have the door here, so you don't really have anywhere to put your shoes and jackets. So I thought that was a really cool feature that they did. And obviously extra kitchen space. So this is the main master bedroom. This is another one of the bedrooms. It does look like they have new windows, so that is always good to see. More of an updated bathroom. Lower level bedroom, and I just love the size of this egress window. I'm sure that brings in so much light, and I actually kind of like the wood that they did instead of just the metal, my personal opinion. So yeah, pretty decent sized living space in the basement. Again, with that smaller square footage, I think they did a really good job utilizing the space that they had. So yeah, that is it, people. It was actually kind of a short one this week, but yeah, so those are my two favorites. Again, I think that this one, just based off of the location, that's why they're able to ask as much, and because of some of the updates that were done. But, you can see the comparison between the two just from a few miles apart. So that was just a good comparison for you guys to see. So thank you all so much for watching this week, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing you guys, or I guess being in front of you guys next week for my Friday favorites. If you haven't started following me on A Realtor's Eye, please feel free to head over there. That's my Instagram page. I'm going to also be adding in some new buyer tip videos into my YouTube this next week. So yeah, I'm really excited. So thanks so much, everyone who is watching me. Oh, and also go ahead and hit that subscribe button below as well. You might as well. Maybe turn on the notifications too, just so you know exactly when I post. But yeah, thanks so much. Have a good one.